And off we go. It's Talking Sports with Ryan and Corey on the BWC Network. I'm Ryan. That's Corey,
Yep.
my semi-permanent co-host. As we move on, had a very nice conversation about the NFL playoffs, breaking down all those playoff games one segment at a time.
And how dreadful the AFC is this year.
And now we move on to a new segment we're featuring here. We're going to do it once, and if it gets viewership, we'll bring it back. And if it doesn't, we'll bring it back anyway, because I don't really give a shit.
Because there's nothing else to talk about.
Right. We had This Week in Baseball over the summer, and that was very successful.
Yep.
Got a lot of viewership. People appreciated it.
Yep.
And now we have This Week in the NBA.
Yeah.
Breaking down all the big topics going around the association right
I love
now.
using the association.
Yeah, it's okay.
It's a great one. I like it better than saying the NBA. The association's cooler.
I guess it's cool. It feels like a nightclub. Like
It
you're
does.
going into the association.
Go to the association game tonight.
That's bullshit. Okay, so let's go. We are going to, because we don't do it enough on this show, we are going to play a game.
Yeah.
We are going to play a game called Better, Worse, or As Advertised.
Yep.
And I am going to present a team
All right.
in the association,
Yep.
and you are going to tell me if they are better, worse, or as advertised.
All right.
And then after that, we'll bounce around a few hot topics around the league,
Mhm.
and then we'll hopefully get out of here.
Yeah.
It's the BWC Network. Let's go. Better, worse, or as advertised? The Miami Heat.
Better in my mind so far. They're playing phenomenal. I believe last night, Chris Bosh, they went into 3 overtimes with the Atlanta Hawks. I didn't get to watch any of this game.
No LeBron, no Wade.
Yeah, no LeBron, no Wade. Just Chris Bosh handling shit, and they're looking good. They're one backup point guard, whatever Cole. He hasn't been playing like he did in like the first 2 games, but something to look out for, I think, because I think he can probably take Mario Chalmers' spot. Because Mario Chalmers just jacks up threes, and that's all. I mean, they don't need a point guard, but I mean,
I like Norris Cole is a nice
I like
piece.
Cole. He's a good piece.
What we saw last night from Miami was how much depth they
Yeah.
have. I mean, they go
That's scary.
they go 3 deep with guards that can create their own shot.
That is very scary.
D Wade, Chalmers, Norris Cole.
Yeah.
3. I mean, how many teams in the league go 3 deep with guards that can create their
You're lucky
own
to get
shot?
1 or 2.
It's unbelievable. It's unbelievable. And then you got LeBron.
Yeah.
You got Bosh. You got Haslam. You got Shane Battier for what it's worth.
Mhm.
And just a lot of depth, a lot of talent on the perimeter. I mean, they are fast and talented and high flying. I mean, when I saw them play on Christmas Day, I thought, this isn't just a team. This is a machine.
Yeah, it is.
This is a machine. They can legitimately go 56-10 this
Yeah,
year.
especially because last year, they got off to a slow start. This year, now that they've had a year to play with each other, I mean, my God. They're just insane.
All right. Better, worse, or as advertised, the Chicago Bulls.
I have to go with as advertised because everyone's been on the Bulls lately. I'm a Bulls fan. They're playing good, but it's gonna probably be the same thing. This year when they get to the playoffs, we could probably see the same matchup in the Eastern Conference Finals. I know it's really hard to look out that far, but if they do that, Miami just has too much talent, and you can give me all the D-Rose crap you want. He's a great player.
He
But
is.
just doesn't have enough team around him. Don't give me this Rip Hamilton bullshit about, oh
I know.
my God, he's so great.
Honestly-
Don't give me this shit.
Honestly, a 2-guard on Social Security isn't going to do jack shit
No.
for you in this league. He's old, man.
Especially in the playoffs. when LeBron sticks it to Derrick Rose again this year, and
You think Rip is going to pick it up for you? Come
D-Wade's
on.
going to be destroying him on defense. So I mean, they're as advertised.
Agreed. I completely agree. Listen, it's about the team. It's not about Derrick Rose.
Yeah.
The team doesn't have... they have depth. Listen, they got a lot of big guys that can play defense, and
Yeah.
that's cute. And I think the defense it bodes very well for them down the stretch.
Well, defense is important because the Boston Celtics, they're great at defense. They're older now, but when they did have their
But they had
title
shooters.
run, they had shooters.
They had shooters.
They had offensive weapons.
The Bulls don't have
They
shooters.
don't have any offensive weapons at all.
As advertised, but Derrick Rose, I can't stress this enough. It's not a criticism of him.
No,
Anything
no.
I've ever said has never been against Derrick Rose. I think his arrow is pointed straight up. I think he's one of the 7 best players in the game.
Yeah.
He's going to be one of the 3 or 4 best players in the game by the time this year he's done.
Yeah,
He's clearly added pieces to his game. I think the 3-point shot has
just-
improved so far this
The
year.
thing that sucks
Nothing
he
around
just
him.
doesn't have a team for him.
Nothing around him. And they need to work on that. All right, let's go to some of the teams. Oh, no. I got one more. Boston Celtics, better, worse, or as advertised?
They're worse this year. They're just not playing very great at all. And you know what? I kind of saw it coming. They're just too old. It gets to a certain point where you hit enough of the gas pedal, you got to hit at the brakes, and you just have to be done. They're just too old. Paul Pierce has been injured from the start. He's not going to be getting anywhere. They're not going to be healthy. They're going to struggle probably getting into the playoffs. I think they'll make it. but they're just not going to be able to do it this year. Ray Allen's still playing like he's in his 20s, but the rest of the team is no depth and they're all old, so they're worse.
All right, I have to go to a couple of teams that I think I know what the answer is already. The New York Knicks, better, worse, or as advertised?
They're worse right now. I think they'll get better. The Tyson Chandler added to that team is phenomenal. Him and Amari Stoudemire will get shit done in the playoffs, hopefully. And then Carmelo is one of the best players in this league, or he's probably one of the best pure scorers in the league. So they'll get better as the year goes on. Because last year it was midway through the season that they got Carmelo. So, I mean, they're still getting used to playing with each other. And chemistry can only go so far, but,
right.
I mean, we're only 6 games into the season, so I'm not too shocked they're not playing very great.
Yeah, they are running into the same problem Miami Heat ran into last year, where they need time to gel. They need time to gel. I think this time next year they're going to be a much better basketball team, no doubt in my mind.
They could get hot towards the playoffs also, you never know.
Right. This one's intriguing because I just thought they'd be a little better than this. The Nets. Better, worse, or as advertised?
I don't know, I guess maybe as advertised.
As advertised? Okay.
Maybe. I think as advertised for me they weren't going to be that great. I didn't think it's just Darren Williams and some average players. I mean,
I thought Darren Williams would have something there for him, and they're 1-6.
I like Darren Williams and all, but he needs someone to pass to, and no, I can't really think of anyone.
Brook Lopez?
No.
No?
No.
No?
He's okay.
Not even a little?
I guess.
Little Brook Lopez?
A little.
Mr. X-Kardashian, whatever his name is.
Chris Baggett.
Thank you. Chris Humphries. You're not going to give me a little Chris Humphries? You're not going to give me a breakdown on Chris Humphries?
No.
No? Okay.
I don't buy the nuts.
Food for thought. Washington Wizards with John Wall, who is, the greatest point guard in the history of Western civilization. 0-6.
It is the Wizards.
He's supposed to be better than Derrick Rose coming out of college. He was supposed to be better than Derrick Rose coming out of college, and they are 0-6. D-Rose got him in the playoffs year 1.
Yep.
John Wall can take it and shove it. Let's do this same game in the Western Conference. The Los Angeles Clippers. Better, worse.
As advertised.
As advertised.
They're as advertised.
As advertised.
Because a lot of teams saying they're going to probably get off to a hot start, and they've been playing okay. I like the combination of Chris Paul and Blake Griffin. I think it's entertaining, but it won't win you a lot of games.
It's like Michael Vick.
Yeah.
It's cute. It's fun to watch. Not impressed.
No, they need to get a better team around them, but you never know. The Clippers, they're intriguing in the next few years down the road for once. That's all you can really say.
The Oklahoma City Thunder. Better, worse, or as advertised?
Right now they're as advertised. They're playing phenomenal. But people have been too much on this whole Russell Westbrook and Kevin Durant thing.
That's a load of
Teammates
bullshit.
fight all the time.
Two teammates fighting, and we're like, oh my god, they're fighting. Dude,
it happens.
Pump the
Scottie
brakes.
Pippen and Michael Jordan bitched at each other all the time.
Scottie Pippen legitimately doesn't like Michael, though.
No.
Legitimately doesn't like Michael, and they won 6 titles, and they didn't like each other. So
then
Russell and Kevin don't have to like
my
each
dad
other.
had told me Steve Kerr punched the hell out of Michael Jordan in one practice because Michael's ego was out the roof.
Personally, I would never even touch Michael Jordan.
No.
I would never, if I was an NBA player, and I was mad at him.
I wouldn't talk to him.
Even if I was mad at him, and if he was mad at me, I would just be like, I'm sorry, Michael. Mr. Jordan.
But then he would crush the hell out
I
of you.
am sorry, Mr. Jordan. I apologize, Mr. Jordan. Steve Kerr has balls.
Yeah, he does. But I don't know what had happened, but still, if you would piss off Michael Jordan today, he would make you pay like a motherfucker.
The Los Angeles Lakers, better, worse, or as advertised?
They're worse. They're playing terrible. But to me, it was as advertised. But to the rest of the league, it was like, oh, they'll be fine. Not really. The loss of Lamar Odom, I guess, is kind of a big deal, but not really. He was a good piece. Kobe is just too old and has too many injuries. And Pau Gasol has been playing terrible the last 2 years. Pau Gasol, as we like to call him. The rest of the team is just not that spectacular. So.
Okay, here's the scary part about the Lakers. The only way they will advance in the playoffs this year is if Kobe scores 40 points a night.
Yeah.
And that's not happening.
Which won't happen.
So, I mean, just no chance.
Mm-hmm.
I think, obviously, they're going to get into the playoffs.
Yeah.
I think the Lakers are good.
Yeah.
But I think Kobe...
Their championship years are done.
Yeah, that's fine. The Dallas Mavericks.
Worse.
Way worse. They're horrible.
They're terrible. People were saying...
They're inept.
Jason Terra commented a day or so after on ESPN First Take, we need to get Tyson Chandler back, and he's in New York now. And
can we have him back? Excuse me, can we have Tyson back?
Now, their post-game is god-awful because, Dirk doesn't play on the inside. We all know he's the jump shooter. And the rest of their team is just terrible. This is not a championship team.
Yeah, they're a bad team. And anybody who thought they were going to come back and repeat, I mean, they're just full of shit. Like, really?
I saw it coming. As soon as Tyson Chandler signed with the Knicks, I'm like, they're done.
Done.
They're done.
I thought they were done before. I thought it was total fool's gold. Them winning the title was a fool's gold type championship. Now, I'm not going to say it was fluky because it wasn't. Because Miami wasn't what we thought they were really.
No.
But when a team just can't miss from behind the arc, are they really going to have 2 playoff runs in a row where your shooters can't stop making threes?
No.
No. So there you go. Better, worse, or as advertised. Most of the NBA is as advertised.
Yeah.
This is the easiest game to figure out. I've been paying attention to the NBA for 5 years. Way less time than any other sport. I got the whole damn thing figured out. It's Miami, Chicago, and Oklahoma City. And everybody else sucks. Everybody else in the league is really bad.
Yeah.
But those 3 teams, and I believe any of those 3 teams can win. Because I think the Bulls, for whatever reason, I think their defense gives them a good enough chance. I like Miami in a 7-game series, but that's it. Those are the 3 teams. It's the Bulls, the Thunder, and the Heat.
Yep.
That's it. That's the list. Just a question. Do you have Oklahoma City or the Bulls as a better squad? Because we've both been asked this week.
It's been kind of debatable. I'd have to go with OKC. I don't know. There's just too much talent there in my mind. I think they just have the better offensive weapons. And yes, Derrick Rose is legitimately a better point guard than Russell Westbrook. I understand that. But Kevin Durant, if Oklahoma City is smart, they would put Kevin Durant on Derrick Rose in the NBA Finals, and the Bulls would somehow get there. Because his long arms and Derrick Rose sitting at 6'2" would be like, excuse me, Mr. Durant, I can't get through. So, I mean, they're going to be legitimately better for a period of time until the Bulls can get a little bit better.
I answered this question extremely politically, not because I was trying to be political, because I feel like it's the right answer. I feel like Oklahoma City has more depth in scoring, but the Bulls have more depth with defenders.
Yeah.
The Bulls defend better, Oklahoma City shoots better, so it's a wash. I think they're dead even. I think if you saw that NBA Finals, I think that'd be an unbelievable series.
Yeah, it would be.
It'd be very close. It's a contrast in styles, but I think both teams, I think they're equal.
I think OKC is just a little
I think
bit
you
better.
can call them equals.
Just
okay.
a little bit.
There's another one I want to throw at you because I've been
Alright.
thinking about this since the lockout was lifted.
Sure.
If I gave you my 5 best point guards in the league, I'm not going to, we don't have time.
Sure.
But if I was going to give you my 5 best point guards in the league, Derrick Rose wouldn't be on it.
Okay.
Here's why. He's not a point guard. He's a scoring guard. He's a shooting guard that takes the ball up the court. I don't think he plays the
And
point
he's in
guard
a point
position.
guard's body.
I don't think he plays the point guard position. I think Chris Paul does. I think Rondo does. I think Darren Williams does. I don't know who else I'd have on that list right now.
Steve Nash.
Steve Nash. I don't know if he's in the top 5 anymore, though.
Maybe.
But I mean, I can give you 5 point guards without giving you Derrick Rose, I think.
I think you can maybe put in Jeff Teague in your future also, though. Because he can score, but
Norris Cole?
Yeah, Norris Cole. Actually, LeBron James, best point guard in the league.
He is, actually.
He can handle the ball
seriously is.
just
He whips the ball. It looks like Aaron Rodgers passing. I mean, it really does. So anyway, those are 2 of my stupid NBA thoughts that I just... And you know what? I'm probably wrong. Derrick Rose probably is one of the best point guards in the game. He just doesn't play the point guard position.
I think he's a great point guard, but
He's a great point guard not playing the point guard position. Like Tim Tebow. He's a great quarterback.
No, he's not great at
anything.
anything.
That's true.
Don't drop that with Derrick Rose.
He's great at falling forward on third down.
How dare you bring Tim Tebow up in the
I can bring Tim Tebow up whenever I want.
God damn it.
Well, it was nice to have you back.
Yeah, it's been
Kind
a
of.
while. It's been a while.
On Monday, I'm going to be here alone in this room by myself, breaking down all 4 NFL playoff games, and we will be getting you ready for the divisional weekend.
Oh,
and honestly, is there a better weekend in sports than the divisional round of the playoffs?
I don't know.
Phenomenal. I mean, it's just everything is on the line.
It's
the best
fun.
teams are playing. It's going to be a good time. For Corey, I'm Ryan. It's Talkin' Sports on the BWC Network.